Two bomb blasts in two of the diamond areas. One in Zaveri Bazaar, which is about 20 minutes away from the Opera House area, and the second one was in Opera House, right outside, in between actually Roxy and Prasad, somewhere around Flox Chambers, and about 400-500 people injured between the two blasts. And it seems like they were rushed to the hospital right away as much as they could at that moment. The lane outside our office seems to have a lot of, there was a lot of commotion, a lot of chaos, a lot of blood on the floor, and it was completely jammed. Networks were jammed, and everyone was just making sure everyone is safe. No one that we know of has been injured or killed in this blast as of now. But there's one more in another area in Dadar, which is not related to the diamond and jewelry industry. But in the beginning, it did seem like there were attacks specifically on the diamond and jewelry industry, because the first two blasts took off in both areas which are relevant to our trade. And there's red alert, and everyone's cautioned and asked to stay at home. And people are very worried about what will be tomorrow, especially in our markets, because least expected. However, the timing was absolutely correct, because that's when the traffic leaves for their home in the evening around 6:45 p.m. And we're hopeful that we will figure out, because it seems like there are 4 more bombs planned. There were a total of 8, out of which 4 have already happened, and 4 more probably expected to happen in the next hour or so. So the police is trying to tap and see if they can, not allow that to happen, because 4 have already taken place. Hotels, of course, on high alert. And there was a news that yesterday the security guards and the streets that were cordoned off were let loose, and the next day itself the attacks have taken place. They were all car bombs, taxis, and the remaining 4 we're uncertain of right now. And there's a lot of chaos in general around the streets of Bombay, and least expected hour and day to have happened.
And were there any diamond people that we know that were hurt or in this thing?
No, at this point, whoever we have made contact with, the people we know, our friends and business associates, seem to be safe. But the phones are jammed, and it's not everyone who's responded. So we will know in the next couple of hours as to how that stands.
Were there any attacks on any Jewish places like last time?
No attacks on any Jewish places, or no signs of any attacks also being targeted towards any Jewish places. It seems to be very local, and the main idea is to have been in areas which are extremely crowded at 6:15. Hence, the two bombs were exactly at the time and in the most crowded places.
Were there any other issues happening besides this that could have caused us to be in the diamond or jewelry area? Do you think they actually targeted the diamond sector?
It's possible that this is what they had in mind, because there are 2 main areas in Bombay, in south of Bombay, which are related to the diamond and jewelry trade. One is the Opera House, second is the Zaveri Bazaar, and both of them, one after the other, were targeted, and there were consecutive blasts in both these areas.
Do you think that the market's going to open tomorrow, or do you think that the diamond business is closed for the next couple of days?
I think that there will be a lot of caution, but how offices should remain open, but there might be a lot of police and security and red alert and checking in general. But I think things should continue unless something else happens in the rest, the half of the evening, and things change. But otherwise, I think things should resume by afternoon tomorrow.
Are you planning to open the Rapaport office tomorrow?
I will take a call probably late tonight or early morning, depending on how things roll out and security, and we will check with the police as well. And if there's any reason not to, of course we will not open at all. If there's any alert or any more warnings, we will not open tomorrow.
And are our people all okay?
Yes, all of them. A bunch of them were in the elevator when the blast happened, and a bunch of them were in the office. So pretty much all of our staff heard the bomb. It was extremely loud, and they were worried that it was close to the November attacks of the last attacks that happened in Bombay. It was extremely loud and very scary. But they missed it by a couple of minutes. But thank God, everyone's safe.
What was so I guess you heard the bomb go off.
Yeah, all of our staff heard the bomb blast because some were in the elevator and some were in the office and some were already at the train station. So all of them heard it, but no one was at the site of the blast when it happened. But everyone was in close enough vicinity to have heard the blast.
What was your immediate reaction?
They were very worried and, anxious, and they were concerned that there might be a few more. So they were even afraid to walk out from the streets. And as they walked, they saw a lot of blood and people on the floor being rushed to the hospital, a lot of chaos, phones were down, the police was rushing in, ambulances were rushing in. It was extremely chaotic.
All right. Okay, thank you very much, Pooja, and I hope our thoughts are with you, and we'll keep in touch with you, we'll talk to you a little bit later tonight or tomorrow morning as well.
Sure. Okay, thank you.